Today we're going to learn how to make your own bar graph given the data that your question gives you. So let's look at this example. You record the number of times each baseball team wins. The frequency table shows the results. Use the table to complete the bar graph. So we have our table right here, okay, and we have 4 teams, which they've put right here. Now it says step 1, write the title at the top of the bar graph. So this can be any title you want, but I'm going to use the title that they have up here. I'm going to use team wins because this table is going to tell me how many times each of these teams have won. Now label a row for each category. Label the categories. So right here, they've already done that for us. So we're going to go to step 2. Look at the numbers in the table. Use a scale so that most of the bars end on a grid line. Label the scale. So we have these numbers right here. Do you notice something about these numbers? Yeah, they're going by threes. So we can go by threes down here. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and 18. We can go by threes if you want, because that might be easier to record these on there. You could also go by twos if you want, but threes just seem the easiest. Now step 3. Draw and shade a bar for each team. So we're going to look at the Eagles. The Eagles have won 6 times, 6 games. So I'm going to shade in all the way till number 6 and shade it all in. Now when you're doing this, you have a pencil tool that you're going to use to shade all these in. Then the Tigers have won 3 times, so I'm going to shade to the 3. Make sure you stop at that 3 and don't go past it, or it can mean a different number and you could get the question wrong. Okay. Then Vipers, we have 12, so I'm going to go all the way to 12 and shade it all in. So you kind of got to be neat when you do this so that if it's messy and scribbling, we won't be able to tell what number you have. Hawks have won 9 times, so I'm going to shade into the 9. Also make sure when you're shading these in and making your bar graphs that you have them on the correct category, okay? Because that could also mess you up if you don't. And now we're done. We have made this table, this frequency table, into a bar graph. Okay, we're just transferring the information into a bar graph. Sometimes these bar graphs are easier to read. Let's do one more together. Number 1, use the frequency table to complete the bar graph. So right here is our frequency table, and this is based off favorite colors. We have red, blue, pink, and green. Now if these colors weren't right there, we would have to write these colors in, red, blue, pink, and green, but they are already there for us, so we're not going to worry about that. But we need to think of a title for our graph. I'm going to go ahead and do the same title as my frequency table, favorite color. If you don't give your table a name, you could get a point marked off. Okay, it's very important to have a name for your table. That way we know what your table is about. So now let's look at these and see what they're mainly going by. How could we count on our scale down here? By 2s, 3s, maybe 1s. What do you think? We don't have that many blanks, and we need to be sure we have all these numbers on there. I agree. Let's do by 2s. 2, 4, 6, and 8. So now we have our smallest number and our highest number on the graph. So we can complete our bar graph. If you didn't have all these numbers on there, you couldn't complete it. Let's shade in for red. Red has two people who like red. Their favorite color is red. Blue has 8, so we're going to go all the way to the end, because that's where 8 ends. Okay, 8 people like the color blue. Pink, we have 4 people that like the color pink. Then we have 5 people that like the color green. We don't have 5 down here, so we're going to have to stop in between 4 and 6, halfway in between to represent 5. Okay? Now we couldn't have gone 2, 4, 5, 6, 8 because these need to have the same consistency, okay? All right, now you're going to make your own bar graphs. Remember, if it doesn't have anything right here, you need to transfer what's in your frequency table over to right here, okay? And your title. All right, good luck. Let me know if you have any questions.